Actually...
Uh-oh.
What?
We're live.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I don't know about live. It's recording. Doesn't matter.
Oh.
You should probably get closer to your mic.
Oh, okay.
So after I don't know how long a month hiatus. It's been a second. Last time I did one of these, I was living in a different city. So, it's been a second. I've been here for a few months. Now in Austin. And, what is this? I don't fucking know. Oh yeah, I got someone with me. This time. Hopefully they stick around and don't desert me.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. This is Scars. Or whatever the fuck they want to be called. Who are you?
Scars is fine.
There's so little on the what do you call it? I used to know what all the shit was. We talked for like 4 hours before this. Might be a little bit low on content because I don't know if I could have recorded any of that because there was a bunch of copyrighted material.
Yeah.
It was mainly talking about music. So this is my friend here who I've saved from their incredibly hostile home.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just trying to get some dick on Tinder. Next thing you know, whirlwind.
That's not true. This is Bumble.
Oh, okay. But the rest of it is... The rest of my insane start to that totally true. That's not true. It was a completely different site that I was searching for cock.
I mean, yeah, that's true. So.
They say that, and I can't even touch them. Try to touch them, and they're, oh my god, oh my goodness. Tell us a little about yourself, Scars. Who the fuck are you? Why are you here? Why is this going to be an interesting conversation?
Oh. Should I talk about the crazy story of you picking me up?
Well, first just tell us who you are.
Oh.
Tell me who you are, damn it.
Okay.
Remember, these people barely know who I am. They probably listen to me for the first time, God knows. They sure as hell don't know who you are. Who are you?
Alright.
I'm Colby the Autistic Cowboy. That's who I is. Who are you?
I go by Scars. I'm 20, and I'm from Missouri. Moved here in Texas 2 years ago, I think.
I don't know. Why are you looking at me like I have the answers to this?
But yeah.
Looking at me like, was it 2 years ago? I wasn't there. How the fuck am I gonna know?
I think it was about 2 years ago.
You think it was about 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. And
now I'm here with you in Austin.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't move to Austin. Where'd you move?
Killeen area.
Okay. All right. Let me put it this way. So we're friends now. We were talking for a second over on Bumble. Now that I got it right. On my pilgrimage to find someone to replace the giant hole left in my heart from my divorce. And so my oh yeah, sure, wince. Oh yeah, wince like it's not completely true. But in my many failed attempts at sexual escapades, someone messages back, and this person decided to, for whatever reason. And they talked a big game, but also talked about some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that fair to say? A lot of weird, crazy shit going on?
Oh, yeah.
Like?
Oh, goodness. Alright.
So for a few weeks, they keep telling me about horrible shit. About how, one, they're like getting evicted, so that was weird, and they're moving to some weird trailer in the middle of nowhere. Then, telling me how, not only are they having to move, they're having to take their stalker with them, who apparently lives with them for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I had a stalker before we got evicted, and he was living with us at the time.
And then is still living with you.
Yeah. Well, at my family's place. So.
Well, it's not living with you now, but was
Yeah.
still living with you.
Yeah.
And the stalker was your brother's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know any of that. I didn't know that part until I came to save them. Also, what are your pronouns? Maybe start with that.
My pronouns are they, them.
So they're one of them spooky bitches. All right. So, yeah. That's what we call you now.
Oh, okay.
Culture's changed.
Oh, alright.
You only come out Halloween
Oh,
when
yeah.
all the they-thems show up. Anyway. So, yeah. Fuck, it's so weird trying to figure out how the hell I start this crazy-ass story.
Yeah.
So me just chatting with them, I found out more and more craziness about how their mom is crazy and is never home. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Possibly does a lot of drugs, allegedly.
Yeah.
About how you're the oldest one in the house because your mom's never there.
Yeah.
And it's
that's
also
true.
possibly part of a biker gang?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Their home's in disrepair. Is that correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You weigh like 110 pounds, but... Jesus Christ. Because you don't... It scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god. You're like 100 pounds because apparently you don't know how to eat.
Yeah,
Because there's
yeah,
nothing
I
to
do.
eat.
It's just every
You're from
time...
Hawaii originally.
Oh, yeah, that... Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
so that's interesting. Raised staunch Catholic. Crazy Catholic.
Oh, yeah.
To the point to where your mother, who wouldn't know God ever if they walked into him, and does lots of drugs and craziness and fucks around, believes men have the last word, doesn't listen to women, or is it just doesn't listen to you?
Oh, no, it's like all women. Anyone AFAB.
Okay, so yeah. So, well, yeah, you're not a woman, but like anyone
Yeah.
female presenting, they don't have opinions. So a fun person. This person also is in a biker gang now, or fucking someone in a biker gang who is oddly enough a good person in comparison.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. I met him, and he's okay.
Seems like a good guy.
I mean, I don't know.
Compared to your mom, who may or may not be a human trafficker.
I mean, I don't really.
If you just heard that and went, "What the fuck?" Believe me, you haven't heard shit.
Yeah. I don't know how much I could say on here legally.
Go for it.
Oh, no.
Why not? Legal. What are they gonna do? Sue? With what money?
They might.
They'd have to know about this first.
That's true.
We're gonna write our tell-all book. If they survive, I mean, you don't know. They might overdose one day. You have no idea. Like, fingers crossed, right? You may or may not come into money. We're not real sure. So there's a whole lot of weird shit going on. Anyway, so like living through a rough time, and I keep telling them, you have to get out of there. You have to get out of there. They keep telling me more about this stalker bullshit and how their mom doesn't care. The stalker, who apparently is gay, as the day is long, but keeps conveniently hunting down this person who is at least female presenting at points. Walking in on them in the shower because nowhere has a lock. Apparently, locks don't exist in this house.
Yeah.
Fuck that. They're also abused, kind of on the daily. Fair to say.
Yeah.
And at
kinda.
one point,
I mean,
it got so bad.
Yeah.
Because I was calling them and telling them, let me go pick you up. I've been telling them for a while. Just come over here. You'll stay in my room. At least give you a couple days to get your head right. Right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
And then one day, they call me at like 8 in the morning. Bawling. Saying they have been kicked in the chest and beaten up by one of your brothers.
Yeah. Well,
Who
it's
is
not
much
my
younger than
brother
them.
anymore, but yeah.
Much younger than them.
Yeah.
Right? But stronger and bigger.
Yeah.
So hard they cracked their ribs.
Yeah.
Among other things. And I am begging them to give me a location so I can go there and pick them up. And you refuse. I'm on the phone with them for, 3 hours or so?
Yeah.
All the while you not letting me get you. And the only reason I don't go up to clean and just start driving around knocking on doors is they tell me they're going to go to the emergency room once their mom's back and get help.
Yeah.
I then, being amped up with a bunch of adrenaline, decide to go lay down. I fall asleep. I'd been doing other stuff, but then I fall asleep around like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. End up sleeping all the way into night. Did you call me again, or did I get text messages from you?
I don't.
Oh, you called me again because they had gotten locked out of their house somehow.
Oh yeah, at night. Yeah.
And I was talking like, what happened? What happened? Turns out they never went to the emergency room. They weren't allowed.
Yeah, I was told not to go, like on purpose, like.
Almost like a crime was being hidden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because they probably would have asked, how'd this happen? It's hard to fall downstairs in a trailer house. And locked outside, can't get in, banging on the door, no one will answer it, despite plenty of people being inside.
Yeah.
I have to claw this information out of them, dig it out, finally get an address, and I drive from my house in Austin all the way up to Clean, pick them up, and they stay for a day. I call in work the next day so I can be with them all day. And then, for whatever reason, they go home again. They get picked up.
Yeah.
Against everything I said.
Yeah.
Against better judgment. And you told me it would be okay.
I thought it would be.
What happened a week later?
Yeah. Yeah.
I get another call. We've been texting this whole time, and I'm like, just get out of there, do this, blah, blah, blah. They're like, I'm working on it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you can work on it here. You don't have internet there.
Yeah.
Using, what, an emergency phone or some bullshit?
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing that apparently has internet while nothing else does. Their communications being cut off.
Yeah.
You don't have a way to get out of there. You don't drive. You don't have a car.
Yeah.
No real access to money. I mean, you kind of do now.
I mean,
somehow.
yeah.
But you didn't when you got locked out, because that was all locked in
Yeah.
the house.
I mean, I had my phone, but that, I mean,
So
that's
a week
about it.
later, I'm sitting at work, because I work from home, waiting for calls. Actually, I think I was on lunch, and I get another call. And what did you tell me?
Oh, that I got locked out of my house?
No, this is after.
I don't remember.
You don't remember someone kicked your door down after...
Oh, yeah. That, yeah. Yeah, well, I
It
was...
was on Sunday again. 'Cause
Oh,
this shit
yeah,
happens
okay.
on Sundays for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I got attacked again. My brother, now not my brother, kicked
They've
down
been
my
disowned,
door.
apparently.
Well, yeah. Well, I was talking, and I was, like, walking through the kitchen in the living room area, and the stalker was in there trying to talk to me, and so my brother, not my brother, but, you know,
Just
whatever.
like brother, blood relations.
Yeah. Throws a coffee mug at me. Just straight up. And then starts to throw more things at me. And then when I try to go to my room, he follows me, kicks the door down, and then throws another mug at me. Missing me, but it hit like the wall in my room, and it created like this big hole. It was so bad.
And kicked your door down.
Yeah. Like, completely just ruined the lock on there.
So they've been attacked once again.
Yeah.
They called me in the middle of work. And then told me not to do what I was going to do. And then what happened? What did I tell you? Did I tell you to get your shit together, make sure you're ready to go,
Yeah.
and that I was coming?
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I told my manager, said, I'm not coming back after lunch. I gotta go. There's an emergency. I'll fill you in later. 15 minutes later, I was in Killeen, picking you up. Is that what happened? Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you have been here in the house since that Sunday, so it's been about 6 days.
Oh, yeah.
And they are not going back. I swear to God, if they try,
No, I don't.
you're going to live here indefinitely.
Yeah.
As long as I'm here. And then whatever happens with that, that's another fun thing. I might be getting evicted, but you're coming with me. I'll figure some shit out. I'll say we're getting married. I don't give a shit. You are not going back to that place. I'm going to make sure of it. I'm going to pull some strings. That's just one of the myriad of horrible things that I've been told.
Yeah, I mean...
I've had the mispleasure of hearing that they have had the mispleasure of living through. Like how you would think, oh, maybe it's just their mom that's crazy. And then I found out about their dad, who is also insane.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your crazy-ass father?
He doesn't live with us, but, he, like... I don't know if he does it anymore, but he stalks me, contacts my friends, tries to get them to contact me for him. He does,
Which, technically speaking, I guess devil's advocate, doesn't have to be a bad thing.
I mean,
Like,
not really.
if I knew that my daughter, or my kid, rather, was with a crazy woman,
Yeah.
I'd probably try to get in touch with them too. But then you learn about the rest of this man's story. What does your dad do?
He was a drug smuggler.
Allegedly.
No, he went to jail for it.
Well, okay. Well, I was
So
about to say, don't double down.
No, he went to jail for it.
Okay,
and
convicted drug
so,
smuggler.
Yeah.
All right. Your mom's just the one that's evaded jail somehow,
Yeah.
or prison rather.
Yeah.
But your dad's not in jail now.
Nope.
Apparently, someone has money, but they don't know how to use it, or maybe not able to use it. Like your mom says they have money all the time, but you live in a broken-ass trailer in the middle of Clean.
Yeah.
Clean's not a good place to live, by the way.
Oh, no.
It could be. I guess there's nice places, but not where they live.
No. It's too much, like, military and stuff like that.
So, like... I almost hit a few cows going down there. Because I don't know why, but there's, like, open... There's, like, no fences.
Yeah.
Well, it's not true. There is a fence. There's a military fence. But, like, there's just cattle roaming everywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that's a thing. That seems dangerous as fuck. Come around a bend at night, hit a fucking steer. That'd be real bad. Or a big black bull. We had a lot of bulls that we had came in darker colors. We never really had, at my grandma's place, we never really had, like, there was one, like a dark red.
Ooh.
Very, very dark. Almost black. But you could see the red and the light. You wouldn't see that motherfucker at night. You'd run right into him. Anyway. But, yeah. And living with a very hostile stalker.
Yeah.
Abusive family members. Not a great place to live. Never know where their mother is at any point in time.
Yeah.
They should not be there. They're grown. They should be out of there, but don't really have the ability. And have probably, because I found this out, one of the reasons they wouldn't leave, like learned helplessness.
Yeah.
So they feel like they couldn't leave because you also have OCD. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Really, really bad OCD. But tell me, what has happened to that real bad OCD since I got you out of that situation? Or since you allowed me to get you out of that situation? I didn't come save you. You allowed me.
Yeah, it's...
I'd have beat the fuck out of them kids, though. I don't give a shit.
No.
I'd have beat the fuck out of them kids. I'd have beat them with a stick. Try to throw shit at me.
No, they,
Just for the record.
Oh, okay. No, my OCD has actually gotten way better. Like, I've had OCD my entire life. But...
It'd be weird if you caught it.
No. No.
Was it the vaccines? The vaccine give you the OCD?
No.
Along with the 5G? Is that what happened?
No, it's gotten a lot better. I mean, I still have obsessions and stuff, but it's gotten so much better.
Okay. Tell us about one particular thing that you do. You don't have to go into detail, but one thing that you've noticed has gotten a hell of a lot better. That I've even noticed.
What?
The prayer thing.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm not religious or anything, but it's like, every night I have to say a prayer. Usually at 10:34 exactly. And it used to be like an hour and a half long, but recently I've gotten it down to like 2 minutes.
And it's almost like everything I told you was correct. That if you just came over here,
Yeah.
things would get so much better. You'd be able to get things done. You'd be able to rest, be peaceful.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is listen to me, motherfuckers. I'm not wrong. Just because I can't take my own advice and fix my own life doesn't mean I can't help you.
Oh.
So give me money. I'll help you. So yeah, so now they're in my room. Hopefully I don't get evicted. This is going to get a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
I still have someone able to help me move. And yeah. So we're here now. They said they always want to do a podcast, and I said, well, I do have one. I just haven't uploaded in a long time. I also need someone to help make videos and shit with. Because doing it by yourself is just... I still do it because I enjoy it, but fuck, it's a lot easier with someone else. I don't just make jokes by myself. I can actually get a response. It's a lot easier when people are watching the stream, but when you got zeros, it's not that easy. But, so tell us about your experience here the last couple days. Have you been enjoying it?
Very peaceful. No one kicking down doors or anything like that.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Just lots of crazy sex. That's about it.
Oh, no.
No. Fucking Puritan over here.
Oh, okay. Now I don't have to worry about people going through my things or doing anything like that. Which is super great.
That's apparently a thing. Someone just goes through your shit and throws it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they forget they forget to talk about things that are crazy because they don't realize they're insane.
Yeah.
Like how apparently in Missouri, arranged child marriages are like all the rage.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Tell us how you know that.
Well, I was almost a part of one when I was 13. Yeah.
Who are you going to marry? How old were they?
He was also the same age.
Oh, that's
but
not
we
so
were
bad.
supposed to get married at 18, but it didn't happen.
All right. Now, what about the ones that aren't the same age? How's that going?
Oh, you mean...
With the child marriage?
Oh, yeah, in Missouri it's like a huge common thing for like grown men to marry young girls.
Okay, so here's a fun fact. So, the United States, there are many states. I think Texas is still one.
Yeah.
Where I think the ages can be different, but someone under the age of 18 or specifically under the age of 17 in Texas, I know that, can get married without parents can get married if their parents consent.
Yeah.
I think Texas is a little bit weird because 17-year-old. I think it's like because you technically can't sign for anything at 17 because you have to be 18. There's a whole thing. But the problem isn't 17 and 18-year-olds getting together, right? That's why we have the Romeo and Juliet laws. That's not the problem. If it was just 17 and 18-year-olds, no one gives a shit. It's 1 year difference. It's the fact that, 14-year-olds are getting married to 40-year-old men? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Over there in Missouri?
Yeah.
And
well, for me, it wasn't.
And it's so common that people were just okay with that?
Yeah, like it was just normal.
Why is this a state?
Yeah, it's bad, but I mean...
I have not met one person in my entire life, and I come from a podunk hick-ass town, that was married to someone when they were 14, and that person was... Now, we all know about Elvis. Jerry Lee Lewis, that's different. Yeah. But even at the time, they were like, that's fucking weird. That girl was 15. At least they were rich. But like, this is a little weird.
Well, the family that I was supposed to be married into, or supposedly married into, they were like super rich and everything. So.
Because that makes it better, right?
I mean,
Yeah, sure. I'm sure that makes it so much better. So let's. Fuck, this is fucked up. How about when the ice cream truck came around and drugged everybody gave kids LSD?
Oh yeah.
Tell me about that story. About how apparently that was a common thing too. What?
Oh no, it wasn't common, but it happened.
You said it happened more often than I would think.
Yeah, it does. Like, we only
Never
had...
once.
Well,
Only thing we had is that one dude was selling rat burgers or rat tacos or something, and we were only mad because he didn't tell us. That was it. Because they were good. We just wanted to know. Like, where were you getting these things?
Well, this ice cream truck situation, that happened, I only think once, because that ice cream truck came around a few times, but that last time they got caught giving kids ice cream laced with LSD.
And your brothers and stuff all got it?
Yeah.
And you got it, but you're not sure if you got it, like, hardcore?
Yeah. It was
Did you see anything?
just, like, static. Like,
Static?
Yeah.
See colors?
A little bit, but not, like, crazy. So I'm like, maybe I got something else or something? I don't
Also a part of some weird Catholic cult, apparently? Because your brand of Catholicism sounds very different than the brand that I've heard of.
Yeah. Well...
And I was raised a Catholic hating Pentecostal, so, like, this is news to me.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that
Like you were raised by the goddamn Puritans.
Yeah. There's so much that goes into that, though.
And that's why you have your problems today.
Yeah.
Despite being a heathen, they're afraid to show skin.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
That is, I mean, yeah, that is true.
Fucking heathen. Modest heathen.
Okay.
How many heathens are prudes? This one. So afraid. Go ahead, laugh. So, there's a lot to tell us about your crazy ass mother who doesn't love you. But apparently now it's all buddy-buddy. Want to talk about that?
Yeah, well...
How weird that is?
Yeah.
About how the second you leave the house, they act like a mother? Do you think it's for show?
Yeah.
Why?
She's only nice to me when her boyfriend is around. When I ran off the first time, she only called me around 8 in the morning, because we left around 2. And so it took her a while to get a hold of me and stuff. And when I lost my trail of thought. Yeah. But like recently she's been calling me, asking him if I'm okay and everything. But before, she acts all annoyed.
She's never home.
Yeah. She acts like all crazy and stuff. And then
that's what you should tell her, because apparently she like values a man's opinion more than anything for some reason. You should tell her that I said you need to get your shit together to go to college.
Yeah. She probably would.
Hey, abuse the system.
Yeah.
If you can't break it, then might as well use it, right? Use you to get yourself help first.
Yeah. I mean, there are times where she's like yelled at me for calling her, or just in general
Now
talking
she's like,
to
"Where's
her.
my baby?
Yeah.
Where's my baby? My baby okay?
Yeah.
Let me kiss your boo-boos."
She lied to me that day that
No.
I got kicked in the ribs. I called her, I was like, can you take me to the ER, you know? And she said, yeah, I'll take you. And I was sitting at home for a few hours, and I was like...
Let's put a pin in that. I like how you called her. Can you take me to the ER? 'Cause my ribs broke. Oh, sure, yeah, I'll do that. And oh my God, what are you okay? That
Yeah.
like back the fuck up. What happened? You need to go to the ER. I'll come get you right now. Oh my God, my mom would kill people to get to me. If I called her and said my ribs were broken and I can't get to the ER, she would go through hell and back. Sometimes to my detriment, like when she took me to the heart hospital.
Oh.
That bastard told me nothing was wrong. Turns out everything was wrong. Asshole.
Yeah. She told me that she would take me.
Just wait a few hours. I'll come get you.
Yeah. Well, I texted
And
her.
then they didn't show up.
Yeah. Well, I texted her. I was like, "Where are you?" And she's like, "I'm at my mom's having breakfast." And I was like, "Why? I literally just called you. Like, I think my ribs might be cracked or broken or something." And
Also, why the fuck are you not home?
yeah, and then
Taking care of your multiple children.
Yeah, and then I called her later on, like a few hours later. I was like, "Where are you? You know, I need to go to the ER." And she was like, she was at a bar or a restaurant or something like that. And then when she got home, she was like, I confronted her and everything, and she was like, "Yeah, well, they were just gonna bill you like $3,000 to tell you just to put a heat pack on it." And I was like, "Okay."
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
But you also don't know how bad it was. You don't know if
Yeah.
it could have been worse. You don't know if something would have been broken. You don't know. All
Yeah.
you know is you're in a lot of pain, and then your mom didn't even get you a fucking heat pack.
Well, I asked her for like TK tape.
You still haven't gotten.
Yeah. Well, I was like, "I'll just wrap it up. It'll be fine. Whatever." And she said, "Yeah, I'll pick you up some." And then she never did.
Never got it. I was supposed to take you some event that you never got to go to.
Yeah, she told me, she's like, "Yeah, I can take you, but I don't know if I can pick you up from the event. I don't know if I'll be sober." And I was like, "Okay."
Also, lying about being at bars at times bars are not open.
Oh.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, no.
I did when I heard it. They called at said like what 3 or 4 a.m. and
Yeah.
oh, I'm at the bar, and I said that's not possible. And you asked why, and I said because in Texas bars close at 2 a.m. Like not just close, everybody has to be out
Oh.
at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I
And you
didn't
can't do
know
it on
that.
Sundays. How many Sundays she told you she was at the bar?
Almost every
Exactly.
single one.
Your mom is a liar.
Well, she does that, and then she goes to her boyfriend's house. Like she sleeps over there, which is fine or whatever. But
It's not fine when you get kids to take care of.
yeah,
Some of them not very old.
yeah,
And let's see, drugs are all over the house.
yeah. Weed is a whole thing.
Now,
there.
while not particularly bad, drugs being all over the
Yeah.
house, not great.
Yeah,
Unsupervised.
yeah,
Not particularly great.
yeah.
Possibly other things. Possibly other criminal activity that could lead back to the family and hurt them. Is that safe to say?
Probably, yeah.
What was this thing about human trafficking I heard?
I don't know if I'm like legally allowed to talk about that.
Allegedly that I heard. Possible.
Okay.
Don't have to name names.
So my mother
May have been a human trafficker.
my mom, yeah. She used to work for this guy that owned a huge restaurant.
I won't have to. I'll have to get into specifics. And just say that maybe there were some there. No, what about the one? So that's technically human trafficking. That was more of an immigrant thing,
Yeah,
which technically you could say that that's a good thing. But then the way that your mother was doing it was not.
yeah,
Like forcing people into labor, certain
Yeah.
things like that. That's so great. How about the other one that was like the bad kind? Who was that?
my grandmother.
There we go. Just a lovely family. Your grandmother, you say.
Yeah.
And what is this particular bad, allegedly, form of human trafficking?
Uh, She would do
Sex trafficking?
Yeah.
Child sex trafficking?
Yeah. From when I
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Is this person still alive?
Oh yeah. She's still alive. She's alive and well. Right now.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. 35 minutes. We dropped a lot of bombshells here.
Oh yeah.
God damn it. I'm so glad I have firearms in this house. I'm so glad my other roommate has all of the firearms in this house. He collects guns. I don't know why. He doesn't need all these. He even knows he doesn't need them, but he has a lot of firearms.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to do anything. He just has money and he keeps buying them. People have their things. I like things. I like physical books and physical games, and even though I have no room for them.
Yeah. I'm
not particularly great in money either, but I'd also probably have more guns if I could. But I only have 2. He has a lot. He has one that I want. I really want a lot. It's SKS. It's an old Chinese gun. Very pretty. Are any firearms in the house?
Oh no. Or at least
because they can't.
Yeah.
Not that I know. Felon.
Well, supposedly, from what I was told. Yeah.
Okay. And there's no firearms that you've seen.
No.
Okay, so at least they're smart there, because if, I don't know, a police officer were to show up, saw drugs and firearms, your mom's going to prison for a very long time.
Yeah.
Super long time. I guess at this point that wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah.
What's this about them letting their minor child sleep with another minor in their house? It's a little weird, isn't it?
The stalker?
Okay, so that part, letting a person who... Oh, does your mother know about the stalker and them doing stuff to you?
The bathroom thing?
All of it?
Yeah, I told her about it.
And you've told her multiple times, correct?
Yes.
And what was the response?
She just kind of brushed me off. It's just like, why...
So you told her that someone who was living with you was sexually harassing and assaulting you.
Yeah.
They didn't care.
Yeah, no.
But you saw her care about other things that happened to your other siblings.
Yeah. Like, that night that he walked in on me, I don't know if it was him or my brother, the one he's dating, because, the way that the house is set up is that...
Also, they seem to be cool with gay people, but not you.
Yeah.
Not anything with you.
Yeah.
Not being gender.
Yeah.
Not being gender. Yes, that's... No gender. No, not being your assigned gender or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or not caring about it.
Yeah.
They hate that, but totally okay with them being gay. You think
Yeah.
that has to do with them being because they're men?
Yeah.
How much of you think it has to do with because they're men, and how much they do because they're not you?
Probably all of it, if I'm being, honest.
Do you think it, they hold a grudge or something against you for some reason?
Yeah.
Why? Shut up, Al. Why?
Well, I'm,
It doesn't sound like you ruined their life much. I think their life was pretty well fucked before you showed up.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's just because, I'm AFAB and I just don't, listen to them whenever they try to,
Listen to them when they try to tell you to break the law.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
Here, do these drugs. Have some meth. Be fun.
No, they didn't tell me to do that. No drugs.
But your other people in your house who are minors, what, 15? Doing drugs.
17, 15.
Alright, so...
The other one is 13?
Okay,
yeah.
So the 15-year-old is who?
That's...
The stalker?
No. The stalker is 16, and then the brother that he's dating is 17.
Okay. I just want to make sure a 17-year-old wasn't fucking a 15-year-old.
No.
Okay.
That
would have been a little...
Yeah.
Ooh.
No.
Okay, so... But, just to the 17-year-old and the 16-year-old, Have they been having sexual relations in the house? In this very thin wall trailer?
They did in the last house.
Okay. Mother's aware of this?
Yes. I mean, I only know this because they were
they're loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm not... Yeah, kids are going to have sex and whatever, blah, 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 blah. And hey, if you're going to do it somewhere, at least be safe.
Yeah.
The problem here is I don't think they're safe. You think they're taking a lot of precautions? From disease and stuff?
I don't really know.
Yeah. Well, when there's drugs laying everywhere, I doubt it. I doubt very seriously they're worried about certain things.
Yeah.
They probably hardly take showers, if I had to guess. Which, not great. But it is a little bit disturbing that that's happening in the house and that no one says anything about it. Or, like, that's kind of weird, is it not?
Yeah.
Even in the most progressive of households, that wouldn't really be allowed.
Yeah.
Or at least there would be a talk about it.
Yeah.
Hey, you and your... I mean, you're not necessarily worried about getting pregnant, but still. There's a lot of other things to worry about.
Yeah.
Like your dick falling off. That'd be bad. Happens. Priapism. And syphilis.
Ew.
Syphilis bad. It's another thing. That's... Apparently that's making the comeback here in Texas for some reason.
Yeah.
Of all the things to fucking come back. Just when you think we have a hold on something. These are the cliff notes of the shit that I've heard. We've been talking about this stuff for days.
Yeah.
These are just highlights that we can talk about without giving too much away.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That
Oh.
So, regardless of this, you're trying to get back to Missouri?
Yes.
Possibly?
Yeah.
Even though you have multiple stalkers who also are in Missouri. Because for whatever reason, stalkers stick to you like flies on shit. Is that correct? Would that be correct to say?
I guess so.
You've named 4.
Yeah.
I don't know many people with 4. At least known. And then that's another thing you said. Where you're like, oh, that I know of. And I'm like, that's not a thing you should ever say. You say it like there are absolutely some more out there that haven't talked about.
There's been more that I haven't told you about, but
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's in the past, though. They're not around anymore. Like, yeah.
I don't think stalkers give up.
No, like, they went to prison type of situation. For other things. They went to prison, they got married,
I got lightheaded when I coughed. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, right
Not
now...
around anymore. Why? Because they got locked the fuck up. That's why.
Yeah.
You ever afraid they're gonna get out?
I hope not.
That sounds like they did something bad.
They did, actually, like, really bad. It was... Like, they went straight to prison.
Oh, no. They killed somebody?
No.
Well, that's not that bad. Something under murder.
Yeah. It was really bad, though.
Jesus Christ, what?
To the point to where I was shocked, even. Like...
This could take something to shock you. What?
I don't think I should say it on here.
Okay.
Like, it's really bad.
I mean,
I'm laughing,
it's
but
like...
it's bad. And then...
Theft?
Like, no.
Okay.
And then, like, the other stalker, the other stalkers.
Other stalker.
Yeah. Well, they got married. He got married, which is great. You know, whatever. And then the other one, I don't know much about him, but my brother, the one I was telling you about, apparently he's got a girlfriend now, so that's good. So.
Ted Bundy had a wife.
Well, yeah.
Children. Who all say he was the greatest guy.
Yeah.
Apparently he was good to his family. It's just if you weren't his family. You have lived very... You know what's funny is people who learn about the shit that I've been through. I've had people, including medical professionals, tell me they don't know how I'm alive.
Yeah.
Like how I get up every day. And I'm like, well, thank you for the hope. Wow. Okay. Jesus. You just basically told me that if you lived through what I lived through, you would have killed yourself. Thank you for that. And then in the same breath, you want to tell me to keep going on? Or that it can get better when you look shocked? I don't know about that. Listening to what you have gone through is insanity.
Yeah. I mean, it's... Yeah.
You just list off shit that's on top of the fact that you're one of them heathenistic homosexuals.
Okay.
On top of that fact, it's like you didn't pick an easy path. Well, I guess the easy path didn't pick you. Nope. You didn't pick anything. None of this is your fault. You may not believe it, but I definitely think I was put in your path for a reason. I think that reason was to get you the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
One way or the other. Maybe one of your stupid star signs or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Goddamn horoscope shit. Whatever. I just can't stand that. That's one of the things that I just can't stand, horoscopes. I can't. Because it's not even that people believe in it. It's the people who believe in it to really believe in it. And I'm like, you're putting a lot of bullshit out there, like a lot of faith in something written in a newspaper, like next to the crossword puzzle. I'm like, I don't put that much faith into the fucking weather report. You're putting a lot into that. And I don't know. Or they'll use it as an excuse. Or the reason I'm such a bitch today is because Mercury's in retrograde. And my thing is maybe you're such a bitch because you're a bitch. I don't think it has anything to do with the planet. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that you're an asshole. I think that's what that has to do. But the fact of the matter is you lived one hell of a hard life only at 20 years of age. And that both sides of your family suck.
Yeah.
At least I have some good parts to my family. I mean, like, my mom, despite her problems, is great. Like, the one thing I always defend my mom, even in her weakest moments, is because she fights for her kids.
Yeah. And
what is so peculiar about your mother is she has no maternal instinct whatsoever and seems to actively hate you.
Yeah.
That's evil.
Yeah.
If she was doing all this awful bullshit but loved her children, then there's something. But it just seems like she's just a waste of space. It's like, man. Fuck. It is. And somehow the grandmother is worse.
Yeah, she's pretty bad. She's really homophobic as well.
I think on top of the other stuff, that's not so bad. I think you could handle that. That you can learn your way out of. Other stuff, I don't think you're getting past that.
No.
I think on the list, I don't know if that makes the list. I think that makes the list for some people. I think, and it's like, hates gays. Who gives a shit? Did you see this? Just a little bit. Looks, moves to the other side of the street when black people comes by. It's like, but yeah, what about the triple homicide? Well, yeah, it's probably a little bit more important. Like, what do we...
Yeah.
What do... What's another fucked up thing you were telling me? Let's just rattle them off.
Like what?
I don't know. I know there's a lot. I have forgotten so much.
Yeah.
Because there's only so much I can keep in my head at one time of the fucked upness of the things that you've said. It's truly fascinating.
Well, earlier I was saying about when I called my mom to talk about the stalker walking in on me. she was at work, and I was like freaking out and stuff, and she was like, "Why are you calling me?" Like, okay, I guess. And then she like got mad at me and stuff, and then the next day
I want to hurt this woman.
the next day I was like, I sat down with her and I was like, "Can we get a lock for the bathroom?" And she's like, "Oh, are you having like a meltdown?" Like, she started mocking me, and she's like, "Are you gonna have a meltdown?" And she's like, "I'm not dealing with your paranoid and all this other stuff." And I was like,
Mocks you for your illnesses.
yeah. And then
Is it bad that a guy that you've hardly ever known from the fucking internet treats you better than anyone else in your life?
yeah.
It seems.
Yeah. And then the second time, I don't remember if he walked in on me first, or if it was the other time where he stood outside the bathroom door like the entire time that I was taking a shower, and I was like weirded out by that. And then once I got out of the shower, you know, I was getting dressed, whatever. He was like trying to talk crap about me, but like so I could hear him, because he's like right outside the door, and it was so weird and creepy, and I hated it.
There's so much fucked up shit about your family that I just can't understand.
Yeah.
Like, if I was dating someone and they were fucking with my family,
Yeah.
and they walked in on them naked and shit like that, I don't
Well,
think I'd be...
Well, I wasn't naked when I was in the bathroom. Like, I was about to hop in the shower, but...
Okay, so you weren't naked, but
yeah, still.
they were hoping, I assume.
Yeah.
I think. Just weird.
Yeah.
As far as we know, they don't swing that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Or swing for your body type.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be dating that person no more.
Yeah.
Also, probably would have beat the absolute shit out of them. Just like, what are you doing? But your family, none of your family seems to care about you.
No, they actually, like, get mad at me for saying, like...
Well, I say that. I don't know. Your dad seems to be trying to reach out.
Yeah.
Your uncle, you tell me, is okay.
Yeah, my uncle's okay. He's pretty good. But, my dad, there's, like, other stuff that he's done that's, like, not good at all.
That doesn't surprise me
That
about your fucking awful family.
Well, I didn't even tell you about some of the stuff that he's done.
Well, you don't need to.
Yeah.
I can figure.
Yeah.
But at least, I don't know, he's trying to reach out. I think you could disappear off the face of the earth and your mom would never contact you.
That's true.
So it shows that your dad has something.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was good. Like, I didn't say he was good. But that shows that there's some connection.
Yeah.
Even the worst people. Alright, let me change that, because your mom's obviously... even people with the worst, who have done the worst things, can have a connection to their family.
Yeah.
There were some gangsters. Was it Bugsy Malone, who was pretty much a murdering psychopath. Not a great guy, but he loved his family. He loved his kids. He screwed around on his wife all the time, but he seemed to be a good dad, or at least tried to be. There was also this hitman who killed a shit ton of people, and did not care about human life at all. But he loved his wife and he cared about his kids.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy, horrible piece of shit, but he cared about his kids and he cared about his wife.
Yeah.
It says something that these horrible, awful people who've done these terrible, irredeemable things still would have treated you better if you were their child.
Yeah.
That they would have loved you unconditionally. They would have gone off and do terrible things, but they loved you unconditionally. While your mother does both, they just do terrible things and treat you like shit.
Yeah.
Your mom is the full package of terrible.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what your dad's done. I don't need to know. I just know that he's reaching out, trying to somehow for one reason or the other, and it could be bad, but it's more than your mom would do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should talk to him. I'm saying, like,
Yeah, no.
I'm saying how fucked up your familiar situation is.
Yeah.
You're not going back.
Oh, no.
We're gonna find a way. I'll send you to Ren.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You figure something out. That's just... I don't know. Got any other fucked up shit you want to tell me? That's not a good...
I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah, that was a where to start sigh.
Ugh, yeah. Goodness.
Boyfriends taking pictures of you and selling them without your knowledge. That was a fun story.
Oh, that wasn't her boyfriend. That was just one of the guys in the high school that I went to with. I told my mom about that too, and
I didn't care. I had to beat the brakes off some kid.
She told.
My God, I would.
Apparently, she said that she told like the authorities at the school.
She didn't tell shit.
But then she laughed about it and said that he had other charges on him anyways. So I was like,
because that makes it better.
I don't know.
Oh, it's okay. He has a list of priors.
Yeah.
No, that list of priors means this falls in line. That's a pattern.
Yeah.
Why does that make it better?
I don't know.
Did you press charges or not? Oh, he already had charges against him. What do you mean? We're giving him a pass? My belt would have come off so fast that I broke the fucking sound barrier. God damn. Oh, my God. I don't even believe in violence. Come on, that's not true. I don't believe in hitting kids.
Yeah.
Just like I do not believe in violence against women. That being said, there are always exceptions to the rule. And I'd have beat the fuck out of that kid.
Yeah.
They would have known better by the end. Because there are most people you can reason with. That's not one of them. Some people need fear. Some people need fear, or they need to be kept away from others.
Yeah.
And and you got to figure out which ones you got. That one would have learned fear.
Yeah.
Would have known that you don't fuck with people that people care about. That someone cares about someone. You don't mess with them. You keep to yourself and you shut the fuck up. That's what you do. Otherwise, some guy's going to come out of the woodwork and make you wish you weren't born. Because that's what you're supposed to do for family. You're supposed to be willing to go to hell and back. You're supposed to be willing to die. You know. Like I ain't afraid of prison, but you better be afraid to die. It's like, I ain't afraid to kill you either. And like that's how that's some of my uncles are like that.
Yeah.
You know, I've watched my uncle threaten a guy in a parking lot because they were honking too loud at my mom. My mom wasn't even in the way, and they were honking at her, and he told them to go around. The guy started yelling back, and I thought he was about to kill this guy. And knowing what I know now, maybe. But he's very protective of his family. And because he was raised that way. For all the failings of my mom's family.
Yeah.
One thing that they have understood is you stand by family, mostly. There are always exceptions. Sometimes you stand by family too much.
Yeah.
There's a story. So they always had family get-togethers, right?
Yeah.
And they had them pretty often. And there was this uncle that had, and they told the kids, don't ever be around him. They would let him hold him for pictures, and they take him away, and say, don't you be around him. If I ever catch you with him alone, I'll beat the jack shit out of you.
Oh my goodness.
So like it's horrible stuff. Like why wouldn't? Well, it turns out what they were trying to do is keep their kids safe.
Yeah.
It's because he was a pedophile.
Ugh.
But instead of, I don't know, maybe not letting him go to the family functions. Maybe, I don't know, turning him into the police. What they did is they just told their kids that if they were ever around him, they'd beat the shit out of him.
Ugh.
And I don't know. There's some weird shit about that. I don't know. All I know is he would not have been at my family reunion.
Yeah.
He'd have showed up, and I'd have fucking told him to go where to go. Like, no, we don't do that here, unless you are like provably reformed.
Yeah.
And something tells me he wasn't, because he never, went to prison. And no, nuh-uh, nope.
No, my mom.
Sucks.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Well, there's a story with a pedophile too about.
Oh Jesus.
Well.
My mom would be crying and angry right now.
No, she just. Well, I didn't want to say nothing happened, but I won't go into detail. But like, when I told her about it, okay, the situation was when I was younger. My mom's creepy ex-boyfriend busted in on me in the bathroom and took pictures of me while I was using the restroom.
What the fuck?
Well, you wanted fucked up stuff?
I didn't. Jesus Christ. I just want y'all to understand. I did not tell her to tell this or pull it out of her. She did. Sorry, they. I gotta get better at that. They did that all on their own.
Are you gonna get demonetized or something?
No, I'm not. I'm saying. Sometimes your voice gets a little shaky, and people might hear this and think, "Oh, he's making them. He's trying to draw this out of them for whatever." No, that just happened.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever heard that story.
Oh.
I wish I didn't.
Well,
What?
Do you want me to continue?
Sure, why not? What the fuck? We're in it now.
Well, he did that, and then he ran downstairs and started uploading the pictures to his computer. And I was crying, screaming, because it's embarrassing. I was halfway naked.
Yeah, that's what's the worst part. It's
and
embarrassing.
Then my mom.
Not the other horrible implications.
Well, my mom, she was standing over him, watching this all happen. And while I was she turns to me and threatens to put me in the corner, if I continue to just scream and cry. And then when I talked to her about it a few months ago, she was like, well, you were wearing a bra over your shirt, and that's why he did that. So, and I was like,
I'm visibly shaking with anger.
I mean, that's why my voice is a little shaky, but
I am.
And she's always been like that.
I want this person to go to prison so bad. I don't think you.
I mean, I'm angry because we found out later on that he was an actual pedophile and a rapist, because his new girlfriend had a young girl, and this girl turned up one night and was yeah. It was really sad, and it was...
Did he go to prison?
No. He ran off. They're still looking for him, apparently.
Well, I would fucking hope so.
Yeah. But, all these women around him knew that he was like this.
And they let it happen.
Yeah. I mean...
Some even to their own children.
Well, the mom of the girl that he messed with was she was upset about it. She was actually,
that man
never
would. He never would have got a chance to explain himself. That's all. I saw my baby crying. I see pictures of my baby. Next thing you know, dead body. That's it. And now I gotta call the police and explain. I'm gonna leave it all just like it is, and I'm gonna call the police, and I'm just gonna sit there.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. And if I didn't, my mom would beat the shit out of me. She found that out, and I didn't. She'd kill me first. God damn. That is horrific.
I mean...
So your mom's just always been an evil, psychopathic piece of shit, seems like. I think your mom might be a sociopath.
She might.
Or a narcissist. Like an extreme narcissist.
Yeah.
Because that...
Yeah.
That right there, that's not normal.
Yeah.
That's not normal. And since you already have a bunch of problems to begin with, I'm going to imagine you ain't the first one in the line. Not saying that you're evil like your mother, but
No.
you have some mental issues, and those tend to not just pop up.
Yeah. No.
They tend to follow bloodlines.
Well, I mean, that's why I got so spooked when, the stalker walked in on me and he was standing outside the door.
Oh, yes, because that's usually not a spooky situation.
I mean, yeah, it is, but, that's why I was like...
Fucker! Why did we pick a soundscape with an owl? It's so loud. Oh, Jesus Christ. Help us.
But, yeah, that's why I was, extra spooked, I guess. And my mom, she was, kind of aware of it. And that's,
Explains a lot about your mother now, or what she's done recently.
Yeah.
Her past.
Yeah.
So we should just set that thing on fire, right? Just burn the whole thing to the ground. No, I can't do that. I might set clean on fire. That'd be bad.
Yeah.
Can't do that. You weren't around for the Bastrop fire. I was. That shit was gnarly. God damn. God, Jesus. So your mom was just born evil. Born from evil.
I don't.
Your grandmother's not much better.
Yeah,
God damn. So you're not evil, are you? Because
I hope not.
I'd really hate to be dragged into that.
No, I don't think I'm evil or anything.
Just crazy.
A little
just
bit.
Regular crazy.
Yeah.
Just crazy we can all deal with. Quirky.
No.
Quirky
No.
white girl, right?
Well, with my OCD,
At least on the outside. Quirky white girl.
Oh, okay.
You don't gotta tell people other stuff. You just tell them what they want to hear. I heard you on that interview.
Oh, okay.
This is she. Yeah, I don't think I didn't hear.
Oh, okay.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Well, with my OCD and stuff, I developed spiritual psychosis, and that made me pretty crazy for a while. But
that's already a fucking crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
Spiritual psychosis.
Yeah.
What in the fuck is that? Explain.
Explain
yourself, witch.
Okay. It's like when you think about, I don't know if this happens to very specific religions, but for me it was New Age spirituality. Tarot cards, readings, things like
diet.
that.
That's terrible. Sorry.
Okay.
I just took a drink. Oh my god. That's awful. Sorry. I'm spoiled by your mother.
Oh. But yeah, it's where you think spirits are contacting you and everything's a sign and all this other crazy stuff, and it really mess with your mind.
Yeah.
Well, I have religious trauma anyways, but
It's just compounding it.
yeah, it made it worse. So, with my craziness, it's more obsessively thinking about things. And
Probably put a little bit of complex post-traumatic stress disorder on top of that. If I had to guess.
I have full-blown panic attacks sometimes, but...
Psh, I have those all the time. I'm having one right now. I'm great.
No.
Get on my level.
No, some of the things, I can't control it, but, I'll have, full-blown meltdown type of situations.
You also might be on the spectrum.
Yes.
Might be. They're totally on the... Jesus Christ.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Am I?
Yes. Absolutely. Congratulations, you've passed the test.
Oh no.
I have never seen someone pass it that well. Let me tell you.
What?
No one gets every answer right. You wrote your own questions and answered them. I don't know how you did that. I've never seen someone get extra credit before, but you managed to do it.
Oh, yeah?
C.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
God damn.
I mean, I recently realized that I might be autistic, but...
There ain't no might, honey. Darling, let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah?
Might ain't in your vocabulary. Let me tell you something. God damn. Seems like you don't go halfway on anything. Abuse? Nuh-uh. Ain't no halfway. Ain't even a little bit of love. All torture. You're a few stones away from living a fucking horror movie. Not a fun one.
I mean, there's
one
a
of them
lot of...
foreign films. It's hard to watch. That's what
Yeah.
you are.
There's a lot of stuff that I haven't told you yet, but...
Oh, goody. Can't
feel
wait
like-
to learn.
I feel like it wouldn't be okay to tell you.
So,
Just from your reaction.
in the
of
next
that
episode,
last...
we're going to learn more. Shit, woman, you're going to tell me eventually. I just
mean,
didn't expect.
I will,
Look, here's the thing. I don't know what's going to come out of your fucking mouth. And I have to deal with it being a real thing that you lived with.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's nothing I can do about it.
I mean,
Like, some people need to be taken off the board at this moment.
Oh, okay.
Like, they should cease to exist. The fact that they still are is very concerning. The fact this woman has multiple children,
Yeah.
and they also seem to not be right.
Yeah.
At least one of them made it out okay.
I mean...
Well, you're the okay kind of crazy. That's fine. We all got that.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot about, like, my whole family's like that, though. Like...
That makes it better.
Yeah.
My whole family's fucking evil.
Oh, okay. Well, you reminded me with the autism thing. Alright,
You remind me.
So, when I was younger, I was diagnosed with 2 speech disorders. I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head, but one of them is actually, no, both of them, I was just diagnosed, right? My mom, she would, like, yell at me, hit me, call me the R slur for slurring my speech, because, I mean, that's what you do when you have a speech disorder. Like, all kinds of horrible things. Like, she would threaten to hit me if I just even said something slightly wrong. And I was like, well, I mean, I can't really do anything about it because I have a speech disorder. I was in speech therapy for a little while, but I don't know if I got taken out or if I was, like, I don't know. So.
You know, part of me thought this may be a fun episode.
Okay. Oh.
What the fuck? Where we go from here?
I mean.
Like, I don't. Oh my god. Are you depressed now? Depressed now, people? Because I am. I was already depressed. Now I'm super depressed. I have what you call extreme depression. Good Lord in heaven.
Oh, I thought you were asking me if
My
I was depressed.
Lord. We're all depressed after hearing that.
Oh, okay.
Got anything else? Why not?
I mean,
Drop a bomb. We'll have fun.
A bomb?
How many murders have you witnessed? Go ahead. Don't answer.
I was about
Jesus
to say,
Christ, you
I-
looked at me so seriously. Don't do that.
Legally, I can't say anything. But there might have been a situation. I didn't witness, but I heard something.
Stop talking.
You
Oh
asked.
my god!
You asked.
What is wrong with you?
What? I told you about that one.
What?
It was my. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anymore.
This happens more often than you would think, where they're like, I told you about this. Never a fucking word. Never once. They also believed that I didn't like hamburgers and said that I told them that.
Yeah, I thought you said that.
No, I didn't. And then later on out, they told me that they don't like hamburgers. I'm like, that's what happened. You told yourself that and thought it was me. That's what you did. Telling me, oh yeah, I told you about the time I witnessed a murder. No, you did not.
Well, I didn't.
No. Stop.
I mean, legally.
God, I'm gonna get a fucking call from the FBI.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The FBI already contacted my family.
Stop talking. Stop it. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, literally. I mean.
I'm going to prison. I'm an accessory now. Great. Thank you for that.
Really.
Welcome to the new true crime podcast. It's about someone that actually did it.
I didn't do anything.
Allegedly.
I was like 9. I was like, no.
Start 'em young.
Yeah. I was like 9-ish.
Don't stop giving us time. Stop it. Stop it. You've already said how old you are, and you know, stop it. You're giving us a timeline.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
You asked.
I honestly didn't think.
What?
I have to stop that. I honestly, there's no way. And then that happens. That's why when she watches, or when they watch horror movies, they're like, that's not that bad. Except when things happen that shouldn't be that scary, and then they're scared, and I'm like, why are they so scared? And they're like, guys, I've seen this before. And I'm like, what do you mean? Watching The Shining, and it's like, that's too real. I'm like, what? What hotel full of ghosts have you been to? Doctor Sleep wasn't that scary.
Not really.
I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Thought it was good though. Just I was expecting, Shining was pretty fucked up. I was expecting it to be a little bit more fucked up than that. It was not. But nothing's as fucked up as your life. Good lord. When are you gonna write that book?
I might.
I guess I could ghost write it for you.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. I could, you know what? I could fold it. I don't know if I could fold it into my book. No, you know what? I think I could. Fucking stupid. I think I could fold it into a story I'm writing.
Oh.
Now, I'm writing it under a pen name, so I think I could do it.
I mean, I
think I could do it. I think if you read what I already have written for that particular story, I think your shit would fit right in.
Yeah.
Except that there's a good mother involved.
Oh.
It's adoptive mother.
Oh. I mean, I could tell you more stuff if you want to write, but I mean, from your reaction earlier, I don't know.
Look, I've heard a lot of fucked up shit before. I've witnessed, or I've been witness to, some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I'm one of those few believers in the good old, giant spaghetti monster in the sky that died for our sins. Anyway, and the Jesus that actually puts their money where their mouth is most of the time. Because you're here.
Yeah.
So, I actually did do what the Lord said to do, which was to get up and fucking go help people when I can. And I've heard some shocking shit.
Yeah.
No one ever likes to hear it. You should never like to hear it.
Oh, no.
It's how much. It's the central, you're not that old.
Yeah, no.
And you keep telling me new things that are so unbelievably fucked up.
Yeah.
And it just keeps happening. And the fact is that no one was there for you throughout any of this. There was no semblance of hope. There was no... I had my mom.
Yeah.
Or at least I could hold on to her.
Yeah.
You didn't have anyone.
Not really.
Yeah, they say that quizzically. Like, yeah, I guess not really. Like,
Yeah.
no. This is...
I mean...
You're gonna turn, like, 25, and all of a sudden the reality of this is gonna come crashing down upon you.
Oh, I know. It's...
Because your 20s is when the shit gets real.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean...
Especially with mental illness. It comes and bites you right in the ass.
It has
once
become,
you mature.
like... The past year or so, it's... Like, that's why I've been having the really bad panic attacks. Is, like... Suddenly, I'm there again. In all these situations. I'm there again, and...
You want to talk about the hallucinations?
I mean, I guess so.
Tell me about the one that you just kind of offhandedly told me.
Earlier?
Took me by fucking surprise.
Oh. Well, we were, like, sitting here, and there was, like, a shadow or something.
Oh, no, not that one. That's because there's a fucking... There's a little tassel to turn off the light on the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
And it casts a shadow. No, that gets me too. That's fine. Oh, I'm talking about the one where you're like, oh yeah, thought I saw a dead body in the backyard. And I was like, what?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes
I was
that
ready
happens.
to kill somebody. You can't just tell me that. I'm get up and go. That tastes terrible, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know what you did to that.
Oh, okay.
I ordered a regular Coke. I don't know what that is. That's besides the point. Dead body, backyard.
Alright. So, the way my house is set up, it's like the kitchen, the living room, and the back door is right on the living room, right? So, I'm walking through, and, like, the back door has a window on it. And I turn back, and there's, like, a dead body in the backyard. Very brutal, graphic scene going on. You know, and then I look back, and it's not there anymore, and I was like, well, I guess that's...
How long have these hallucinations been going?
My entire life, pretty much. I mean, I know that they're hallucinations, so it's not like a big
Audio and
deal.
visual combined?
Yes, and I have this thing, where you can feel it sometimes. Like, there's a word for it. I forgot what it's called. There's a medical word for it.
Crazy?
No. No, it's like,
Look fucked up.
it's like when you feel stuff, but it's not there. Most of the time, people think it's like, bugs. But for me, it's like people putting their hands on me.
You got the meth thing?
No.
That's what they talk about. Like, I can feel bugs all over me. That's like the meth thing.
Oh, well, no.
I think that happens to them.
No, for me, it's like people's hands are on me. Like, there was this one time, I used to think it was like a demon or
You got
a
the
ghost
grudge?
or
Is
whatever.
that what you got? You got the grudge? They get you in the shower?
No. Well, there's a story where I was,
Oh, no.
in my mom's boyfriend's truck, the pedophile one, and we were at a gas station, so he ran inside, real
Hold on.
quick.
Can we put a pin in that for just a second?
Okay.
That's a description I never want to hear again. That's a description. Oh, my mom's boyfriend. Oh, which one? Oh, the pedophile one. That one right there.
Yeah.
I never...
Yeah, well...
Okay, we can... Jesus Christ, your life. Alright, we can...
Well, and I was just sitting in the truck, and all of a sudden, I feel this hand on my shoulder, and I hear somebody say, hello, and I turn back around. Nobody's in the back. Like, it's an older truck, so it has the two seats facing towards each other.
Ford Ranger?
I don't know, but...
Like the where they fold up on the
Yeah.
side. That's a Ford Ranger or old style Ford Ranger. Hell yeah, a cabin. I think it's a cab and a half. Yeah.
Well, there was
Those are the
nobody-
most unsafe fucking seats ever. You feel like you're barely strapped in. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are great.
I mean, that's just the truck he rode every single day, and for some reason I was like really freaked out because it felt so real, and apparently that's a thing. Like, you can feel hallucinations too.
Do you have schizophrenia?
I don't know. Probably.
Well, do you know what? Okay, hold on. Let's look it up. We're about to make some.
Oh, goodness.
I'm about to lock you up in chains at night, I guess.
Oh, no.
No, I'm sure you're fine. Oh, let's look it up. Let's make some revelations.
I mean, for a while, I was wondering if I had, like, schizophrenia or something. I think it's just, like...
I think it'd be better if I knew how to spell schizophrenia.
I think it's just, like, PTSD.
Look, I've had I don't know why I said I've had it, like it's gone away. No, I have schizophrenia.
Yeah.
No, I don't have God damn it. I have, Jesus Christ. I have CPTSD. I do not have schizophrenia. And I've had the hallucinations and shit, but it's a lot different. Now, of course, it manifests differently in people.
Well, I have...
But, there we go. I've had, usually it's nightmares and shit, but I've had that. Let me see.
Lot.
I don't want to know how to treat it, not yet. Perceive and interact with reality, often causing hallucinations, delusions, and social withdrawal. That doesn't help. Now pause that. Uh-huh. Just give me the fucking... extremely disordered thinking and behavior that impairs daily function and can be disabling. They require lifelong treatment. Schizophrenia involves a large range of problems with thinking, behavior, and emotions. Signs and symptoms may vary, but usually involve delusions, hallucinations, or disorganized speech.
Okay.
And reflect an impaired ability to function. Well, the speech part got me.
Yeah.
These are delusions, false beliefs that are not based in reality. For example, you think that you're being harmed or harassed. Certain gestures or comments are directed at you. You have an accessible ability or fame. Another person is in love with you, or major catastrophe is about to occur. Delusions occur in most people with schizophrenia. But you can also have delusions outside.
That's like OCD. With my OCD.
Yeah, you could also have that. You can have that a lot. People can be deluded about a lot. Hallucinations, you got that. Seeing or hearing things that don't exist. Yet, for the person with schizophrenia, they have the full force impact of normal experience. Hallucinations can be in any of the senses, but hearing voices is the most common hallucination. Do you hear voices?
No. I mean,
I have heard voices, but I mean like in your head.
No. It's always outside. Like, I'll have audio hallucinations. It's like people home when they're not home. Or like police sirens, fire trucks when there's not out there.
That seems... What about disorganized thinking? Disorganized thinking is inferred from disorganized speech. Effective communication can be impaired, and answers to questions may be partially or completely unrelated. Rarely, speech may include putting together meaningless words that can't be understood, sometimes known as word salad. So what about this speech thing you talked about?
The speech disorders?
Mm-hmm.
They were actually, God, I wish I could remember the names of it. Basically, my motor skills aren't working all that well. So, it's more about me being able to... It's not really the thinking, it's more like the actual talking.
Just the speaking? Yeah, you have autism.
Well, I mean...
That's the thing. Alright,
I have problems, like, with cognitive abilities anyways, but... Yeah. The speech disorders are motor skills.
Hey, apparently, if you have OCD, it's an urgent emergent disorder that needs immediate medical attention.
Yeah.
Which is... I don't think anyone gets immediate medical attention as OCD.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
When did that become... I mean, it's always been a thing, but when does that become, like, get to the ER mobile level of... See, it says immediately.
Yeah.
It's not... I mean, it's bad, but it's like... Who the fuck has the money to go do that? I mean, like, what are we doing? Let's see here.
I mean, I have, like, cognitive...
Symptoms.
Problems.
Fear of contamination or dirt.
Yeah.
Doubting and having difficulty tolerating uncertainty.
Oh, yeah.
Needing things orderly and symmetrical.
I mean, that one's
Aggressive or horrific thoughts about losing control and harming yourself or others.
Yeah.
Unwanted thoughts, including aggression or sexual or religious subjects.
Yeah.
All three?
Yeah.
Feeling of being contaminated, blah, blah, blah. Doubts that you've locked the door or turned off the stove. Intense stress when objects aren't orderly, facing a certain way.
Yeah.
Images of driving your car into a crowd of people.
That's really
That's
specific.
very specific.
Yeah.
Who wrote this article? I think they might...
Well, I mean...
So fucking...
That is why I can't drive. Is because, like, I'm so afraid that I'll wreck. And, like...
That is so... Not images of committing mass violence. No, specifically in your car into a crowd of people. It's like, if... It could not get more specific unless he, like, gave a location, the type of car... Your F-150 into the Ohio State Fair, like, hey man, you think you're okay? Thoughts about shouting obscenities or acting inappropriately in public.
Yeah.
Unpleasant sexual images.
Yeah.
That's also kind of weird. Avoidance of situations that can trigger obsessions, such as shaking hands.
That's weirdly specific.
Yeah, that last one's a little weird. Checking, counting, orderliness, following a strict routine, demanding reassurance, washing and cleaning.
Yeah. I have all those.
Okay. So yeah, I guess you don't fit schizophrenia. Or some of the schizophrenia stuff seems too broad.
Yeah.
That one seemed too specific.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
to that particular doctor who wrote this.
Yeah. I feel like my OCD, like you were saying, it's gotten a lot better ever since I got here. Because a lot of my obsessions surround, like...
Formication?
What is...
The sensation of resembling that small insects crawling on or under your skin when nothing is actually there. Or it is one specific form of a set of sensations known as paresthesias?
I don't know. But I don't have, the bug
I
thing.
thought you... Okay, let me look up. Tactile hallucinations.
See? I told you it was a thing.
I probably could have figured that out. It's hallucination that's tactile. Or peripheral neuropathy. That's more of a word.
Yeah.
Does this concur with certain other things? Like causes. Mental illness.
Well, yeah.
I hate to tell you this, but you may have mental illness. Including mania, postpartum psychosis. Well, I think you got one of those, and severe depression.
I mean...
They didn't list the ones I thought.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. But I got this advertisement here. Early signs of schizophrenia. Phases of schizophrenia. Beginning signs of schizophrenia. And first signs of schizophrenia. The sensation of being kissed or having sex? That one doesn't seem so bad.
I mean, it is when you are not wanting that.
I guess so.
Remember?
I think the bugs are worse. Are worse than that.
I don't think I've ever
Or
had
burning
bugs.
skin, or feeling as if the internal organs are moving.
I've had that one.
That doesn't feel as the sex part or being kissed. That can just be like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Snakes or bugs crawling under the skin. That's a lot different.
Oh, I guess I kind of lied about that. There was one point
Oh, they'll do that a lot.
Okay. No. Well, there's this one point in time where
Aw.
my chronic pain got so bad in my side that it felt like something was crawling on the inside of my, like, body. And I, like, in my head, I knew it was just, like, my side was hurting, and I have digestive problems. But I was, like, in my head, there's, like, a spider or something inside of me. I know, obviously, that's not real, and it's not true. But, like, I was like, oh, God. Ugh. But other than that, no, I haven't had anything like that.
Lewy body dementia.
Oh, what?
Oh no. But it's talking about all the things that could cause it. So you there, schizophrenia.
Oh, goodness.
More than half experience visual or tactile hallucinations.
But it's mostly, like, people's hands on me. I've had many instances where I felt like hands were on me, I was being kissed, you know, that type of thing. It's very weird.
You know, I wish I could diagnose you, because I just kind of want to know.
I mean, I want to know too, but...
I can get you with the autism part. We're pretty good at finding others, but... the other stuff's a little bit out of my league.
Okay.
I have to contact the council.
Okay. So, I mean, why do you think I'm autistic?
That's a good question. Everything you've told me. There we go. That's...
Oh, okay.
Autism kind of has some... Well, I mean... Your opinions on food. And how you describe women good ones. You have sensory issues.
Yeah, that is true.
Let's see. Your social skills aren't particularly great. Your tone of voice can be weird. Sometimes monotone. It's really hard sometimes to tell what you're feeling or how you're feeling, but you may be enjoying something on the inside, but aren't actually projecting that. Even for me, it's difficult because I'm used to people who are outwardly.
Oh.
Because I'm so used to neurotypicals. So, yeah. Also, we can just spot each other. Also, neurotypicals can too. They can spot us by sight.
Really?
Tell that we're different. That's proven. We set off the uncanny valley in them.
Oh.
Which doesn't really exist in autistic people. We don't get the uncanny valley thing.
Yeah, I don't really get that with...
Done.
Like mannequins and stuff like that. I
Okay.
don't get that.
I'll say this. So I don't get uncanny valley, but mannequins are kind of fucking creepy.
I mean,
There's a
but...
there's a difference than a mannequin being creepy and uncanny valley. Like a mannequin being creepy to me isn't creepy because it looks like human. A mannequin being creepy is, it's like, that's kind of scary. It's kind of sitting in a silhouette, and then you turn around, you look and then turn around, and it looks like it's moved.
Oh, yeah.
That's creepy. But it's not because it looks like it's a human. It's because it's something that's not supposed to fucking move.
Yeah.
And it did. That's creepy. You can also do certain ones because they don't have a face, so they have facial expression. There's a lot you can do with horror.
Yeah.
But it doesn't elicit... The uncanny valley is like when people see bad CG and it makes them feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get that. I see a bad special effect and I'm like, that's a bad special effect.
Yeah.
They get that they get a sense of unease and dread. Whereas I just see it's like, that's pretty fucking bad special effects. They should probably hire someone better. Might take a little bit extra time on that. But it doesn't give me it doesn't give me any stress or other than sometimes being pissed off. Like, that's a good, like, man, this would be so much better if they weren't so shit.
Oh, okay. So I remembered one of the diagnosed speech disorders. The name of it, it's like phonological speech disorder. I butchered.
Also,
that.
the speech disorders.
Yeah. Which I think is only diagnosed in children with autism. I think. I was like looking it up one day, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting, I guess."
Well, then there you go.
Yeah.
You're autistic. Congratulations, you knew all along.
I mean, I always had like maybe maybe I am.
And
But
being trans also is a pretty good sign.
yeah. Yeah, I guess so. That too.
Autistic people tend to be more gender non-conforming because we think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's true. I think it's kind of who I am has really nothing to do with society, like gender norms and shit.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I also don't really describe myself as man.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, if tomorrow they changed what man meant and all of a sudden I wasn't man, I would only care because that's what I'm used to. And I don't like to change.
Well.
Right? It has nothing to do with, like, I'm not a man, or I'm, like, the way I dress wouldn't change. I wouldn't be like, this is man now, so I would start dressing like that. No, I'm dressed how I always do. I don't dress the way I dress because it's manly. Mm-hmm. I dress the way I dress because I like to dress. I dress like, cowboy and stuff because that's how I feel good. It's naturally. I like earth tones because I like earth tones. Mm-hmm. Not because they're attached to anything else. It's because I like that. I like hats because I like hats. Yeah. I've always thought gendering certain things were bullshit. The only thing I think need to be, like, shoes. I think it's stupid. Yeah. Because feet are feet. Yeah. Women don't have extra toes and shit. Like, do women's feet tend to be smaller? True. But you know what's also people have to have small feet? Children.
That's true. Yeah.
And the way you make a shoe doesn't change. It's just the size. So, it also being different sizes for women and men is the most batshit crazy thing. And women's sizes lie. Vanity sizing and all that's true. And they make stuff smaller on purpose to make you feel bad.
Yeah.
Whereas vanity sizing in men, they make stuff larger and say it's a smaller size. Fucked up. Well, here's another thing. So, shoes, if you have a small foot, you should just buy small shoes.
Yeah.
If you have a big foot, you buy big shoes. It should not be man shoes versus women's shoes. They should just be different styles, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, and it gets even, like, with women's shoes, they usually are different colors, blah, 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 and that's still stupid. Or they're a certain different way. But with boots, is where it gets so egregious. Because you can take two boots, and I don't mean the frilly pair versus plain pair. Take two pair of boots. They're both brown leather. No real designs on them. They both kind of look like the ones I have. That snip toe.
Yeah.
My ex-wife had some snip toes like that. One was called a women's boot. One was called a man's boot. The only real difference was the size. But we got one in the women's section, and we bought mine in the men's section. Why weren't they just in the same section? Like, why weren't they just listed by size? That's it. And I can't just buy regular men's boots. I have a very wide foot, so I have to buy, like, double E. What do you do? To be like 9.5 double E, something like that. Or if I'm in a bind, I'll just have to buy something that's longer, but that'll accompany. Or not company, that will actually have enough room for my big ass foot. So it's like, but that's not because I'm a guy. It's because I have really wide ass feet. It's so weird. It's like when people say like, I also knew an interesting variety of women. So certain things that people say, this is how women dress or this is how women look, I don't understand.
Yeah.
So like, women are supposed to have high voices. That's what people say. So you have a lot of trans people that are scared about their voices, but I grew up with a lot of women with deep voices. I knew women with deep voices. I knew a lot of older women that had deep voices. I also knew women with broad shoulders.
Yeah.
So when I see anyone with broad shoulders, I don't think that has to be a man. No. I also knew guys with not broad shoulders. I knew women who were very strong. And like a lot of these country women that did stuff themselves, that's how they were. My mom likes to be very ladylike. That's just how she likes to dress. Yeah. But that woman is country as fuck, and if you come between her and her family, she'll cut you. But you would never know. But that's who she is. But she doesn't like to be like that. She is when she has to protect people. But then there are people who are the opposite, who are tomboys, but also like to be very girly. So it's like, my sister doesn't really look that girly or everything. but she's also taller.
Yeah.
She's tall for a woman. But also, I've known women that were really, really tall, and it didn't make them any less than a woman. So when I see people try to go into certain boxes because they think this is what society says a woman like, and I'm like, well, the society I grew up in, women look however the fuck they look, right? Men look however the fuck they look. It's not different because they're one way or the other. It's because their body is this way.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Also, men aren't always broad-shouldered and always not the same broadness of shoulders. You got some people that are fucking look like a rectangle. They're so wide, you know? And it's... I've always found that strange how we try to put people... There's also some really short guys. I've known some really itty-bitty dudes. And it's like, it's so strange that we do that when you look at the people around you and you know that these so-called norms are bullshit.
Yeah.
I grew up in a very small town with a very small sampling size, and there was every different color of the rainbow, technically, in terms of body type. In terms of actual color, not so much. Like the 3 black people, or the 3 families. That was it. There was like the 3 families, and then a lot of Mexicans, or mestizos Mexicans who are brown, and we don't think we had any Asians. Or Jewish people that I knew of. I don't think we had any Jewish people. So, like, it was 1,100 people. It's mainly small, white, Christian Texas. But even in that small sampling size, there were all kinds of body shapes and stuff like that. And so it never seemed... You know, and if I was attracted to something... I'm not attracted because it's one way or the other. I'm attracted to something because I'm attracted to it. It took a long time to understand that, but I'm attracted to it because I'm attracted to it, not because it's meets anything. And because some people are able to rate their attractiveness, just like they are able to movies, stuff like that. And I've never liked that, and I'm not able to do it. My thing is if I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you, and it's the same attraction as anything else. That's how it is. And when it comes to movies, there are movies I like better, but when they're like, "What's your favorite movie?" I'm like, I have no fucking idea. The fuck you supposed to answer that question? I usually go with what I would say when I was a kid. This is like Toy Story or Big, because those are movies I can watch all the time. But favorite movie? I have no idea. I can tell you what movies I don't like. That's a hell of a lot easier. A favorite movie? I have no... Just insane. Favorite book, or best book I've ever read is House of Leaves. Bar none. That's such an incredible fucking book to read. But like a lot of stuff. Favorite video games, like fuck, man. Favorite video game character, probably Mario. Mario just means so much. But like favorite video game, how the fuck do you do that? You know, there's so many that are great that I love. I don't like just narrowing it down. And then with people, they're such a breadth of everything. It's like, what do you mean favorite? It's so weird. Favorite food's even difficult. I have favorite foods. Like even favorite colors. I don't have a favorite color. I have a combination. It's green and gold.
Oh.
But I don't want just green or gold. I want green and gold. And those also happen to be my high school colors. My school colors. And they're solid colors. I'm also Irish, so that worked out. I really like those colors. And it's interesting how that works. But then people will just spout bullshit, and it makes no sense to me. I'm like, just look around you. You see all these differences, and it's the only certain things should ever be segregated like that. And a lot of times it's skincare, or like certain soaps. And I mean certain soaps that are specific to, because hormones do affect a lot of that. So certain stuff may not clean. I don't think it's going to hurt you, but it won't clean as well. It's not. There is actually a difference between a general soap, a soap made specifically for women, and a soap made specifically for men. And I don't mean just like, oh, it's man soap, it smells, you know what. No, I mean like there is actually some. There's something about the oils or something like. I read about it one time. It's like there's actually there is a legit reason for the marketing is the only reason it's marketed a certain stupid way, but there is actually a legit reason for like men's shampoo versus women's shampoo because of the way of how the hair forms. They're like in terms of the hormones. Now, if your hormones are imbalanced, then you're just fucked regardless. But like, if you're taking hormones to be a man, whether you're born that way or not, your hair's going to be different. So it might need a better routine. But also, everybody's different, so you're going to need different skincare routines, different hair routine, different cleanliness to actually be, what's best for your body. But in general, like our hormones for men are different in terms of certain needs, and of course that makes sense. But when it's like a shoe, it's like everybody has the same fucking foot. What are we doing here? I have small hands. It's incredibly difficult for me to find gloves that fit. And whenever I do actual work, I use gloves. I have to. It's hard to find ones that fit, and I want them to fit like fucking gloves. Women's gloves are too small. Well, actually, a lot of times I do have to wear women's gloves. But a lot of times they'll make the fingers too skinny. But men's gloves, everything's too goddamn big. And it's just a pain in the ass. And it's like I've never viewed the world like that. And apparently that's why a lot of autistic people usually find out they're transgender a lot earlier, because they look at all this or transgender, whether one way or the other, or non-binary, because they look at the world and go, I don't really feel that way. Also, it's bullshit. They figure out the social norms are bullshit immediately.
Yeah.
So they don't care about it. They do what makes them feel good. And yeah, I don't really care. Actually, in my head, I use the word we a lot. Even when I do the phone thing, I say we instead of me. Ooh, excuse me. Instead of me or I. I don't know why. It just comes out easier. This is the royal we. Not really sure why. So I don't think I would ever need to say I'm another gender or not, or you could say they and that's fine. But men doesn't bother me. I don't care. It's like the thing, I don't care. And I thought that was normal until I found out, no, some people fucking care. Yeah, I got called ma'am one time on the phone. I was like, it's just funny. That's all I thought. I didn't get offended. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone hears my voice and thinks woman. But that person did. And I just thought it was funny. I don't hear that often. I didn't get mad. I didn't think, I need to change my voice and make it deeper. I was like, I just thought it was funny. I usually get Texan. That's usually what I get. Which is true. I identify as Texas. The personification of the state. And though I learned the term gender, which means that we identify more with autism than anything else.
That makes sense.
We're beyond it.
Yeah.
We're the next stage of human evolution. We are beyond your stupid social norms. But yeah, didn't know that was a thing. So that's something that spoke to me more. But as for pronouns, I don't give a shit. I like he just because it's easy.
Yeah.
It's normal. Like, I think, well, normal to me in the sense that it's what I'm used to. But I also don't want to leave, like, my home, or I hate moving, even if it's for something better. Because, one, moving is such a pain and a draining, awful thing to do. But that house I was in was my home. That's where I go to every day. That is the normal. I know how everything works. I know everything around it. So on and so forth. I've learned it.
Yeah.
Now I got to do that again.
Yeah.
That sucks. Fuck that. I don't want to do that. So it's like, it's interesting. It's very interesting the way that all shakes out. But, I don't know, you got anything to say? How you feel?
I mean, do you want me to drop more bombs on you?
Well, that's not exactly the conversation we're on right now. That was the first hour of the podcast.
Oh.
I was talking about gender and shit. And autism.
Oh, yeah. I mean, growing up Catholic, being non-binary is interesting. like being raised in a Catholic household. Is
When did you first
interesting.
realize it?
Probably, I would say maybe. No, not 6. I was in Catholic school at the time, so I would say maybe 10.
That's when you first realized it?
Yeah.
And what made you realize it?
I just felt like it's weird, but I just didn't feel like I was. It's weird because like
Did you about to say human?
yeah, like I just
Talking to an alien. Okay.
yeah. Well, I felt like this is probably like some religious trauma
I
or
think
something.
you might be autistic.
Yeah.
Because that's...
Like,
that's an autistic thought right there. That's
Yeah.
not a gender thought. Well, I mean, it can be. But I mean, like, it's saying, like, these humans. That's an autistic thought. Unless
Yeah.
you're a lizard, then
I
you
was
have
very
other
much,
things to talk about.
Well, I was very much one of those kids. I just didn't feel like a human. Like, I don't know if that's a trauma thing or not, but like,
It can be. But it can also be autism.
well, I was like obsessed with like,
Well, outside the obsession part, if you're looking around and saying, I don't fit in here,
yeah,
because these people are acting differently than I do, and I don't act like those people,
yeah,
and you notice that everyone's acting a certain way and you're not,
yeah,
it's autism. You're really good at recognizing patterns,
yeah, oh yeah. Well,
ladies and gentlemen. We found one. Have a sip of this to clear your
no,
mind.
I didn't like.
This one tastes good.
Okay.
Well, tastes better. Doesn't taste like sparkling water.
I don't like that.
It's better than the last one.
Ugh.
It does kind of taste weird. We're drinking some Celsius.
Mhm.
This one's a lot better. That one was awful. Don't buy the cola one. The cola one's not great. Anyway, as you were.
Oh yeah. As a kid, I just didn't feel very like human. Like I always felt like not like a spirit or like a angel or something.
Okay, now
like
that gets different.
Yeah.
Now we're diverging onto other paths.
Yeah. But like I just felt like I was like just this creature that is just here with a bunch of people. Like I was mute for a while as a kid.
Yep, that's autism.
Yeah. Well, I was mute and then I was selectively mute, only towards men for a while. And then I
Bitch.
was fine afterwards.
I'm kidding. I said bitch. I said
okay.
you said selectively towards men.
Yeah.
I was being silly.
I mean, I don't know. My medical...
I didn't say you had to explain it. Of course, it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
I just was being silly.
It was weird though. I read my medical documents from when I was younger. I was like, from like 1 or 2, I went mute. I went mute for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I was completely speaking before then, and then from then until 4,
Just
I went.
gave it up.
Yeah, I didn't talk.
Like fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's autism.
I would only talk to my mother or like women.
Who I've heard is a great conversationalist.
Yeah, no.
So caring and loving.
But no men at all. Don't know what that means, you know. But
I mean, autism is weird, man. I don't know. I ain't got all the answers.
yeah, I mean, it's weird.
I just
And-
got 7 years on it. That's all I got.
Oh, okay. I mean, I sometimes go nonverbal, but you know,
Mm-hmm. That's autism.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, if I have to force myself to talk, it's so exhausting.
Oh yeah, you're oh jeez, man, you're autistic as fuck.
Oh no.
We got T-shirts.
Oh, okay.
This is a lot happier side of this conversation than earlier. Earlier we decided, hey, let's traumatize some people.
Yeah.
Fuck. Thank God the second hour is a lot
Yeah.
A lot.
I mean, it's nice.
Lot better. That first hour.
I.
Fuck me, man. Whew.
But you asked the whole situation.
I didn't. Look, I know what I did. You don't have to tell me what I did. I was there.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I mean.
Ain't fun reliving it, is it?
Oh, no. No.
That's. God damn.
No.
God damn.
Yeah.
Now tell them how you pronounce Cajun.
Oh, no.
It's in the podcast on a happy note.
No. That's so mean.
No. It's funny. It's the cutest shit ever. You should hear it.
Well, I didn't know.
They didn't know. They didn't know. How'd you say it?
No, because you're gonna put me on blast.
That was good shit. Well, this has been enlightening and depressing. Mostly depressing, but enlightening. So, we're probably going to record a lot of these, and I'll just release them over time. For now, that's the end of the episode, because it's like 6 a.m. 6:35 a.m. Man, that Celsius is great. My heart's starting to hurt a little bit, though. But I'll tell you what, man. Let me tell you about this Celsius. I saw so much shit. People are like, oh my god, what is this, like liquid cocaine? People shaking and crying and shit. And I'm like, I bet these neurotypical bunch of bullshit babies. And I get me a few of these, and I drink one. I down this whole thing. Tastes terrible. Oh my god, that cola one was awful. I actually feel really good. I'm able to concentrate. The only thing I don't feel good is my throat's hurting, but because we've been talking for like 10 hours for some reason. But it's like, I feel really good. I feel energized. I feel focused. It's kind of like Adderall, but Adderall can actually hurt a little bit. Also hurt your teeth. Yeah. Because it's meth. What's amphetamine? You can get meth from a doctor, which is insane. It's expensive, but you can get medical meth. What the fuck that's about? I want to try it.
Oh, no.
Just to know. Well, it ain't like they give you a baggie full of crystal. Like, here's your pipe. No, it's a pill. That would be something.
Ugh.
Alright. Get you 500 milligrams of glass. Here you go. But no, I just want to know. Also, what if it's really good?
Oh,
what if
no.
it, like, fixes all your problems? Wouldn't that be something? Then you get to be meth man? Oh, why are you always so happy there, Jed? Well, let me tell you. Because, things weren't going my way. Then one day I asked my doctor, and they prescribed me meth. They asked me if I ever tried meth. Since that day, life's been a breeze. Side effects may include craziness, insanity, bugs crawling in or under your skin, possible death, loss of memory, time, and other various things. No, I just want to know. Same thing with like LSD, but I need to be locked in like a padded room, because if I freak out, I don't want to hurt myself or somebody. That's my biggest fear. Is like going nuts and hurting somebody, or like burning my house down. Something like that. Just like lock me in a room, maybe like with like a switch. You don't want to be bored and high. That's awful.
Yeah.
Just bored, can't move. But like, I would just like to know. Also, I hear it's great for certain mental disorders.
Yeah.
Like schizophrenia and OCD.
Oh wow. Okay.
Apparently unlocks some shit. So is shock treatment.
Yeah.
Like actual certified good shock treatment, not let's just shock them and see what happens. Like they used to do back when they gave people lobotomies, because that was a thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people deserve to go to hell. The more we talk, it's like, yeah, that was a thing people did.
Yeah.
We just let happen for a long time. Just stick that ice pick in there and swirl it around. That's a fucking awful thing that happened. But yeah, apparently certain things like that can actually help. I've heard people like they have no more depression after that happened. Fuck you. And I've heard
Yeah,
more.
no.
Like I would. Like. I want to try it. What if it's like? What if I'm one zap away from a normal life? Unlocks the true potential.
Me too.
100% of my brain. Come like Lucy, like melt and shit. I guess I can just stick the fork in there and find out.
Oh God.
Can't be any worse, right?
Never mind.
What were we about to say?
No.
What were we about to say?
It's not sad, but it's weird. I wouldn't say completely electrocuted, obviously, but I've been shocked
that means you've
before.
been dead.
Yeah. No, but I've been shocked before to the point to where my, like, I was out for a second.
How? When? Why?
Oh, well, when we were younger, our garage had a light switch that if you touched it, it would zap you, right? Because it
Wasn't grounded.
I don't know. It had, like, exposed wire and all this stuff. And we were outside one day in a slip and slide, right? So I was wet.
Oh my God, this is a horror story.
Yeah. So I walk inside. I have to walk through the garage to get to inside the house, right? So I switch on the light switch, and my fingers turned black. It was really bad. It hurt, but it was kind of just, I was like, well, that's crazy, I guess. I blacked out for a second. I didn't,
Almost blacked out for good.
Yeah.
Alright, let's end this.
I mean, it's not a bad crazy
No,
thing.
but I mean, it's pretty bad.
I mean, yeah, but it was still fun, though.
Fucking rode the lightning there and... Maybe we should save the rest for the next episode.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually a really good memory of mine. That's actually, like, one of the happiest memories I have.
One of the happiest memories they have is when they almost died. When the pain was almost over. Is that what it was?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Those few seconds I wasn't there. Good Lord, we gotta stop this.